Well, there's another school shooting. It happened day before yesterday. We wanted to see if anybody was covering it. Of course not. Another chance for the progressive left to further their gun control narrative, to further inflame the national dialogue, to continue a debate that ended in 1791. So here's the thing. This happened in St. Mary's County in Maryland, but it doesn't fit the narrative. That's why you didn't see it anywhere. 17-year-old started firing his pistol. Now, here's a shooting that wouldn't have been stopped. Ban all the ARs. He had a pistol. He wounded a little girl and a 14-year-old boy. Within 1 minute, a school resource officer, Deputy Blaine Gaskill, returned the fire, and then the gunfight was over. It's clear cut. There's a good guy with a gun shot a bad guy with a gun. It's that easy. Yet, already, mainstream media downplayed the incident. They first were saying things like, well, maybe the kid shot himself. We can't know for sure that the armed resource officer did any good. We can't say that for sure. That's a quote. Why is this story better if the kid shot himself? The only reason why this would be better is if you had an agenda to take all the guns. Now, this shooting is different. That's what the left will say. This time, the shooter used a handgun, which are strictly regulated in Maryland. Wait. Handguns are, or ARs are, or all guns are? Which is it? The strict regulations probably forced him to grab a handgun instead of an AR. Therefore, gun control is necessary, they will say. But here's the deal. In close quarters, handgun is just as lethal as any other gun. Close quarters, a handgun is probably more so, and it's easily concealed. The shooter in the Virginia Tech massacre, which stands as the deadliest school shooting in U.S. history, he didn't use an AR. Isn't that weird? He used a .22 Walther P22 and a Glock 19, two pistols. That's what he used. Of course, the fact that an armed guard effectively stopped the school shooter and possibly prevented further violence proves the lethality of the gun is not the issue. The whole point of having a gun is that it is lethal. The issue concerns the mental instability of the teenage boy who is holding the gun, not the gun. But that would challenge David Hogg and his narrative. You know, he's been doing the rounds for the last month. The media prefers to ignore what Deputy Blaine Gaskill did. He's the guy who went in and stopped this guy. And the media continues to ignore what the sheriff, the deputy, and now the deputy this week that was asleep at the job at Parkland. They refuse to look at that deputy and the one that just stopped this shooter, this attempted murderer in Maryland. Is anybody else tired of just looking over the facts? Because the deputy in Maryland, Blaine Gaskill, he wasn't just armed. He really would have been part of what the founders would call a well-regulated militia.